Title: The Quiet Spark. In a small town nestled between emerald hills and a winding river, there was a high school known for its peaceful environment, but not its excellence. Among the rows of ordinary classrooms, one teacher, Mrs. Kamala Sharma, stood out. A woman in her late 40s with glasses perched perpetually at the edge of her nose. She taught literature with a passion that turned words into worlds. She had taught for over 20 years, and though many students came and went, one particular student would change her life forever. His name was Arjun. Arjun was a quiet boy in class 10, always sitting in the last row. His notebooks were empty and eyes often lost in distant thoughts. Other teachers dismissed him as lazy, even problematic. His grades were poor, and he hardly ever spoke in class. But Mrs. Sharma noticed something else. His eyes. They were curious, observant, and strangely full of stories he never told. One afternoon, she assigned an essay titled, "The Most Important Lesson I've Learned." Most students wrote about obvious things: friendship, studying hard, or playing fair. But Arjun's essay, written in hurried, uneven handwriting, was different. It was raw, and it told the story of a boy who had to take care of his little sister alone because his parents worked 2 jobs. He wrote about guilt, anger, and fear, not in perfect grammar, but with perfect honesty. Mrs. Sharma read the essay 3 times that night. The next morning, instead of scolding him for being late or inattentive, she asked him to stay after class. "You have a gift, Arjun," she said quietly, holding his essay. "You just don't know it yet." He looked down, unsure of what to say. From that day forward, she started mentoring him. Not in front of the class, she knew he hated attention. She would slip poems into his bag, leave notes on his desk with questions like, "What do you think this means?" Or, "Try writing something like this." Slowly, Arjun began to write more. Weeks turned into months. His grades improved. Not dramatically, but enough. More importantly, he began to believe in his voice. By the end of the year, the school held a writing competition. Arjun, encouraged by Mrs. Sharma, submitted a story. He won. When they called his name on stage, he almost didn't go up. But there she was, in the front row, clapping with tears in her eyes. After school ended, Arjun moved away. Years passed. Mrs. Sharma continued teaching, though sometimes she wondered what had become of the boy who once sat in the last row. Then one day, a letter arrived. It was handwritten. "Dear Mrs. Sharma, I don't know if you remember me. My name is Arjun, and I used to sit qui